Hey there and welcome. Today we're going to talk about adding fractions with the same sign, and today that sign is negative. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so for today the problem that we have is negative 1/3 minus 5/6 plus negative 1 1/3. And the first thing that we need to do, just like the last time we did an addition problem with negatives, is rewrite it so that we have that plus minus. So let's go ahead and do that first. I'm going to say negative 1/3 plus negative 5/6 plus negative 1 1/3. Now we can remember that we're really adding these numbers together. The next thing that we need to do is turn these all into improper fractions. And really 1/3 and negative 5/6 are fine. It's this negative 1 1/3 that we need to work with because it's just more complicated to deal with whole numbers and fractions at the same time. So to change this, I'm going to have 1 1/3. I'm going to take that 3 in my denominator and I'm going to multiply it to the 1 and then take that number and add it to the 1 for my numerator. And my denominator is going to stay the same. So this negative 1 1/3 is going to turn into negative 4/3. All of the rest of my problem will be the same. So negative 1/3 plus negative 5/6 and then plus negative 4/3. Now that I've done that, I need to remember that I have to have a common denominator when doing these problems. Right? In order to add or subtract fractions, they have to have the same denominator. Their whole needs to be similar. And 3, 6, and 3 are not the same number. Two of them are the same, but one of them's not. So we need to fix that. I know that I can change my 3 and manipulate it and multiply it by a number and get 6. So my negative 5/6, I'm not going to even do anything to. I'm going to make my common denominator be a 6. So to do this, I'm going to say negative 1/3 times 2 over 2, because 2 times 3 gives me that 6, plus negative 5/6, because again, we don't have to do anything there, plus negative 4/3 times 2 over 2, because again, we need that common denominator. And so I'm just going to do it at the same time. So negative 1/3 times 2 over 2 is going to give me negative 2/6. I actually want to use a different color pen. Negative 2/6. And that negative 5/6 is going to stay the same. Plus negative 4 over 3 times 2 over 2 is going to give me negative 8 over 6. Now again, when we do this, our denominators are going to stay the same. That's why we made them common. So I know that this is going to end up as something over 6. I also know it's going to be negative because all of our numbers are negative to begin with. So now I know I have a 2 and an 8, which makes 10. And then this 5 that's left over. So that tells me negative, I already have the negative, I don't need to write it again. Negative 15 over 6. Now I need to ask myself, is there any number I can multiply by that give me both 15 and 6 eventually? And the answer is yes, that number is 3. So this problem can be simplified, it can be reduced. 15 and 6 can both be divided by 3, so I'm going to divide them both by 3. 15 divided by 3 is going to give me 5, and 6 divided by 3 is going to give me 2. And so my final answer for this problem is going to be negative 5/2. And that's it. Hopefully that wasn't too bad or too complicated. And until the next time, I'll see you later. Love you, bye.